Got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show in late night for you by us. Bro Talk, we're always on the market. Man, Jason in the director's seat. As usual, thanks for tuning in on another Tuesday night with the crew. Let's kick it over to my bro, Ty. What up, man?
Hey, not much of a crew today, but we're here. You know what's weird? I was actually thinking when we started this show, I was like single, didn't have nothing to do. And like you called me, run the concept by me. I was like, oh, that sounds like a cool show. And then now, years later, we got wives, children.
I know, we're like barely doing the show around our whole lives.
But we're still here, like still showing up, still doing our thing.
Ty, do you want to introduce our special guest?
Sure. Who's our special guest? Oh, is that Dexter?
Yes, that Dexter.
Welcome our special guest, Dexter.
You said he was a guest tonight, though, right? Didn't you say that especially he was a guest tonight? Okay. All right. Sorry, Dex.
Dexter Stuckey here. Super excited to be here. Look, I have on a Bro Talk shirt that is made by Splatter This and Splatter That. Thank you so much for this shirt. Guys, I have a question for you, and do not lie. So I can see your faces. Don't lie.
Are you Stephen A. Smith? Hold on. Put them up there on the screen so I can see what they look like. Excuse me.
Now, yes or no, and do not lie. Do you guys on a regular basis eat vegetables?
Yes.
Yeah, mostly.
Okay, so you had dinner tonight. What did you eat? What vegetables included?
I haven't had dinner yet.
Okay.
I had a little side salad with my dinner. It's like lettuce and tomatoes, like a little side salad.
I feel like y'all lying. Because I feel like people these days, they keep saying like, oh, I eat vegetables. Of course, because you're supposed to. But people really don't eat vegetables like that.
Dex, would
You floss your teeth?
Huh?
You floss your teeth?
Do what?
Floss
You
your teeth.
floss. Like people lie about flossing, but you floss.
They do. They lie about flossing.
So you don't eat vegetables.
No, you do. Like I eat vegetables. Just no, I do.
Yeah. So you don't eat vegetables, but you use baby oil.
Oh, I eat vegetables all the time. I eat vegetables. I floss my teeth.
Oh, you see that,
and I use baby oil.
Oh, okay. All right. Shout out to Bill. He is getting his roll on, so we will see him. I guess when we see him, he has a million side missions, and one thing that has been enduring with the show is that we will see Bill once again soon and very soon, right?
Yes, you'll see him.
He'll be back. We can't get rid of him.
Politics as usual.
Let us know that you're here. Hit us up in the comments. Say hey. We'll say hey back. On to the news. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, sweating here on the picture, once a rising star in the GOP, is now in deep doo-doo damage control mode after explosive allegations tied him to a series of racist, sexually explicit comments on the adult film site Nude Africa. These weren't just your run-of-the-mill posts. They allegedly included calls for the return of slavery, voyeuristic fantasies, and anti-LGBTQ slurs. You know, just the kind of content that screams future governor. Robinson has, of course, denied it all, calling this a smear campaign against him. He's sticking to the line that this is total fabrication, despite the fact that the posts are linked to his personal email and an IP address traced back to his home. Because apparently it's super common for someone to just steal your email and post years worth of offensive rants from right outside your house. But here's the thing. As more details emerge, his campaign is teetering on the edge because of posts like this, where I'm not even going to read it because it's extremely vulgar. But the second post there on the left, I'm a black Nazi, he proudly proclaimed on one of the sites. As more details emerge, his campaign is teetering on the edge. His top advisors have quit over the weekend, and now the scandal is threatening to alienate key voter blocks like suburban moderates, women, and independent voters. He currently only has a general consultant. The general consultant left. He has 2 spokespeople left on his team and a bodyguard, apparently, according to reports. Adding to the drama, former President Donald Trump, who once praised Robinson, is now keeping his distance. Robinson was notably absent from a Trump rally in his home state of North Carolina, signaling a sharp break from their once solid alliance. But despite the scandal, Robinson is doubling down. He has announced a plan to sue CNN for defamation, even as he admits he's still, quote unquote, investigating who may have framed him. This scandal is already impacting his poll numbers, with him falling 10 points behind his opponent in the North Carolina primary. Trump can't afford to lose anything else as far as ground goes in the election. So my question for you guys is, will they blame Mark Robinson when Trump doesn't win the election?
It's a good strategy.
It's a good strategy to blame him.
Yeah. I mean, he gonna get blamed for a lot of other stuff. So why not just throw this on him too? I like this. Is a good idea.
That's a good idea.
He was the sweaty black man. He did it.
Is there any chance, though, that this has an impact on the larger race in general? Because North Carolina is a big swing state in all of this. Because Trump is kind of Teflon. He can kind of, withstand all the drama. What up?
Now this is a very typical Republican stuff. They're full of crap. These aren't talking about I'm a black Nazi and all that bullshit.
That's the issue, though. Like black people can't get away with doing stupid stuff like that. Like we don't get those passes. So like I don't think this will have an impact on the larger like election. But for him, like you're done for. Like stop running. It's over, and let that security guard go.
I was just waiting for Dax to say it's over for you, big dog.
It is over for you, big dog.
This happened back in 2010 and 2011. It is 2024. I will remind you, 13 years ago. Is it possible that this?
He's been trucking and driving a long time in the entire jet.
I mean, in fact, this was so long ago, it makes it worse.
Yeah, it does make it worse.
So there's no redeeming chance for Mark Robinson in the greater sphere of political.
I would prefer he's like cooning and pandering because he wants something. Like this is him, like deep down in his soul.
It's
Like,
just
this is who he is.
And also, like, it's one of those things where, like, we all have things that are probably people will be like, wait, what? Why would you say that? But like, you literally typed this out. Like, you felt this way so deep in your soul that you felt like you needed to type it out on a message board.
Bold.
That's lame.
Bold. Very bold. Nude Africa.
Weird.
Yeah, that's like very weird. Like that's
sweating bullets.
I love this sweaty.
There's no redeeming qualities here.
In other scandalous news, Dex, the big story, Michael Eric Dyson, the Vanderbilt professor and social commentator, recently got called out by Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace after an intense CNN interview. During the interview, Dyson accused Mace of, quote unquote, white disregard after she repeatedly mispronounced Vice President Kamala Harris's name. Here is footage from the CNN clip.
Because this Congresswoman is a wonderful human being, but when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
Oh, so now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't a
BS.
racist.
That is complete.
No, you don't have to intend racism to accomplish
you are
it.
intending that
Your
I am
disrespect
racist,
of Kamala
and
Harris
that
is part and parcel of a
wait,
tradition of disrespect.
Why can't you just,
Congresswoman, why can't you just?
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm telling you what the practice is racist.
You absolutely are.
Let me get no, what's disgusting is your disrespect of her.
Professor,
this gentleman said, I didn't know her name. He's trying to do
is
it.
her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
white women don't have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is, to tell them they're not real women.
25
they
years
care
ago,
for your babies
25 years ago, I became
humanity.
the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the military college of South Carolina. I
so
fought my way through it.
So pronounce her name right.
Let me actually
pronounce her name right.
Kamala Harris. If
Kamala.
I were a man,
You said
I
this
will
before.
say
you Nancy
anything that
Nancy.
I want.
It's
Come on,
Kamala.
it's
You're doing this on purpose,
Congresswoman.
That's disrespectful.
You can't expect people to
If a
respect your
man put
service
on
if
a
you don't
skirt and
respect
walked
hers.
that stage 20.
Outraged. Completely outraged. Well, after that, Surprisingly, Dyson and Mace had a little photo shoot. He sent Mace a message with the photo shoot, one that might make you do a double take. He said, quote, "Don't tell anybody, we look good together." He also added a kissy face emoji and a laughing emoji for good measure. Yeah, this is right at, and she posted this on Twitter. Nancy Mace, of course, nasty Nancy, wasting no time, took these texts to the floor of Congress.
I would like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, "Shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together," and sent me a kissy emoji.
Without
then
objection.
the guy
Order.
says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala. And if we're going to have that standard, you got to hold it to both sides, not just one or the other.
To the floor of Congress with someone's text messages, just because he was quote unquote friendly. Michael Eric Dyson, who is married, released a statement after the congressional hearing. And here's what he had to say.
Abby Phillip, the host of the show, suggested we take pictures. I said, let's take a picture. She said, Abby said, when you post it, then tag me too, and then we'll have fun. Because the whole point was two bipolar opposites. Michael Eric Dyson on one side, Nancy Mace on the other. So I sent her and she said, great pick. And I said, shh, don't tell anybody. We look good together, with a laughing face and a kissy face. And my point was, shh, don't tell anybody, because we are bipolar opposites. You're on one side of the spectrum and I'm on the other side of the spectrum. And she said, ha, 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 ha. And I said, well, your gorgeousness makes the photo, so there's that. And a little smiley face. Again, I'm just saying that trying to be nice to her in the belief and the effort that if I'm nice to her and I prove that we don't have any bitter consequences from our fracas on television, that we can be relatively kind to each other, and I'm being nice to her. There's no hitting on you. Ain't nobody trying to holler at you. And if you're that desperate that you need a black man to holler at you, I'm not the one to do it. There are plenty on your side who can do that, ma'am, but you got the wrong brother in me. Again, vicious, misleading, lying, distorting, and trying to pretend as if somebody's trying to holler at you when that's the furthest thing from my mind. My mistake was being gracious to you, of trying to say, oh my God, we are opposites, but we can still be gracious to one another. I can still compliment you. I can still say nice things to you. There was no attempt to do anything but to be gracious to you. But you have proved to be what I said you weren't. A vicious white supremacist racist who is incapable of accepting the generosity and kindness of a black man. You are a sorry, sick soul.
Jesus. My gosh. So who's got it wrong here? Was Dyson's text really just a harmless joke? Or did Mace take things way out of context to be petty and make a bigger political point? Ty, what you think?
Oh, she was right there in context. Like you don't send that type of stuff to say, "Oh, I was just trying to be nice to you." I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, we look good together."
Gorgeous.
You're making us gorgeous. But like you would have just said, "Here are the photos, bitch."
What? I mean,
like, why do I even have your number? I wouldn't even. I'm like, here, I'm gonna airdrop you these photos. Like, I'm not giving you my number. Like, we're never talking.
He said, shh, we look good together.
What are you talking about?
This right here. Look, I was talking to a friend about this the other day, and he was adamant that Michael Eric Dyson was not wrong in this exchange, and he is completely wrong. Now, the first thing is when they were like, "That's not how you say her name. Her name is Kamala." I had to write that down because I'm like, "Do I say it right?" Because I think I might be saying Kamala's name wrong as well.
No, you say Kamala.
Then he said she ran into that whole tears tirade. I'm not racist. You just call me racist. Blah blah blah. So forth and so on. And he didn't call her racist initially, but then he said a
double
white
back.
woman can never tell a black woman what it means to be a woman. You did call her racist. Like, that was terrible. And the way he mansplained what that whole situation, I see why he is now on his third wife.
That hand is in there though, around that waist. Like he's
I
working it
honestly
right.
wasn't too against the back and forth commentary. Like, it's like it is what it is, but I'm against these text messages.
Yes.
Like, I don't understand.
His face is wild.
But also, though, she didn't need to bring this to Congress either. If you wanted to
To
post
the
this,
floor of Congress.
Twitter
wanted
was the place to do it. Like, you could have posted
He
this.
wanted
nasty
to embarrass
person.
him, and he gave her the weapons to do it.
Yeah.
Like, he's the idiot.
Okay,
Why
so
would
Dex,
you send her
you-
this?
you think he brought this upon himself, right?
Absolutely.
So you don't hold her, you don't find her any fault, her being like as petty as it is for her to do this.
Do
You know,
you?
to the floor of Congress with personal text messages
She's
that have
Wait,
nothing
wait,
to do
hold
with
on.
the betterment of the country.
Jason, do you?
No, I don't have. I mean, I think it's ridiculous for her to bring it to the floor of Congress.
Okay. But, like, who's
I
wrong
also
with
think
it?
I also think she's a racist, and she's
She
very,
is.
yeah, and she's a very nasty.
He
person.
wasn't wrong about that. Like, she is. You are racist. Like, you absolutely are.
I mean, she wouldn't. I mean,
And you were doing it, saying her name incorrectly on purpose.
on purpose.
Like, he's not wrong in that regard. He's only wrong for these messages
She
and
played
then
Jerry Seinfeld in the
explain
face, too.
why he did it. Like, that was where he was wrong. But
I don't know.
yeah.
She's
There was an old episode of Boondocks, like, where these politicians get together at the end and have all this flirtatious stuff behind the background. And that's what made me laugh, because that's exactly what this reminded me of. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Why are you texting this woman?
yes.
You're like, text her ass and like jump in her DMs after the election.
He's not interested.
After the
It says,
election.
allegedly.
Oh, he's interested.
Over the weekend, Trump hinted that this presidential run might actually be his last. During an interview on Full Measure, he suggested that he wouldn't campaign for 2028 if he loses the upcoming election. Now, we've heard things like this before, but Trump said, and I quote, "I think that'll be it. I don't see that at all." You know, it would make him 82 years old in 2028. So do you think Trump is really ready to step aside if things don't go his way this time around? Or is this just setting the stage for a one last ride moment for the upcoming election? What do you guys think?
Well, the last person who ran when they were 82 years old was Joe Biden, and you see how that turned out for him. So I don't know if this is a good idea for you to do this. I think Trump he's well within his rights to drop out of this. If you lose this, don't come
Win.
back.
Yeah, win. I mean,
Well,
honestly, he should be in it now, but yeah, so ridiculous.
And I was joking when I said Joe Biden is 82. Then I looked it up real quick. That man is 81 years old. That is insane. He is so old.
Trump's not that far off cognitively than Biden. So it is.
No, Trump 4 years from now won't even be able to consider running for president. Like, I'm not concerned with that.
Yeah. All right. Best of luck to Donald Trump. Let's move to the scoop, because the scoop has a little bit of a tie-in with politics.
Scoop, 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 scoop.
All right. Now this has been a big story that we've been talking about, or people have been talking about for the last couple of days. Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, the icon, sister of Michael Jackson. Dex, hold up, Dex. What was that face when I said icon, Dex?
No, people like Janet Jackson.
Oh,
People like Janet Jackson.
They do. People really do like Janet Jackson.
People. What does that mean?
Like, a lot of people like her. Like, she just had a concert at the Wells Fargo Center. Like, she does like
Were there?
people like, oh no, not me.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh no! What was the what?
I'm just saying people like Janet Jackson. Like,
Okay.
she's
Just not you. Okay. She's facing major backlash after controversial comments about Vice President Kamala Harris's racial identity. The pop icon recently claimed in an interview that Harris is "quote unquote" not black, citing misinformation that Harris's father is white. These comments have sparked an intense response online, with many accusing Jackson of spreading false information. The full quote from The Guardian starts off by saying, she prefaces it, I will give her credit, she does preface it by saying, "I haven't watched the news in a few days." And then she goes into this diatribe. Well, you know what they supposedly said? She asked me. She's not black. That's what I heard. That she's Indian. The reporter said she looks at me expectantly, perhaps assuming that I have Indian heritage. And the woman offers, well, she's both. Janet responds with, her father's white. That's what I was told. I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days. I was told that they discovered her father was white. The interviewer says, I'm floored at this point. It's well known that Harris's father is a Jamaican economist, a Stanford professor who split from her Indian mother when she was 5. Janet saying, my mother understood very well that she was, Harris saying, my mother understood very well that she was raising 2 black daughters. Harris wrote in her book, The Truths We Hold. So this is all very public information. There are pictures with Kamala being held by her very black father. But that's not it. An apology surfaced the next day by way of a statement made to BuzzFeed.com. Apparently, Variety says they were sent the same thing, but they did not publish it. This is what BuzzFeed was sent. Janet Jackson would like to clarify her recent comments. She recognizes that her statements regarding Vice President Kamala Harris's racial identity were based on misinformation. Janet respects Harris's dual heritage as both Black and Indian and apologizes for any confusion caused. She values the diversity Harris represents and understands the importance of celebrating that in today's society. Janet remains committed to promoting unity and understanding. A wonderful cleanup job by what was purported
person
to be her team. But shortly after that, the apology was retracted, with Janet's actual reps clarifying that this apology didn't come from them. Instead, a man named Mo Elmarazi, who claimed to be her representative, issued the statement without approval. Elmarazi has since stated that he was trying to repair Janet Jackson's image, but was fired as a result. Jackson's team, which is led by her actual manager and brother, Randy Jackson, insists that the apology wasn't sanctioned, and Janet herself has stayed quiet since the interview went viral, although her remarks have been widely compared to comments made by figures like Trump, who have also questioned Harris's racial identity. So the big question now is, what's next for Janet? Will she officially address the controversy, or should she just let it die down as she continues her tour? Does she deserve a lot of the vitriol that she's now receiving over the past few days on the internet? What do you guys think about Janet Jackson's comments?
I think Janet, go ahead, Dex.
No, go ahead, because I'm a little perplexed.
I think Janet will be whispering into that mic in no time and completely ignoring this controversy like she ignores practically everything. Like, have you heard Janet speak ever?
No.
Not about that baby they said she got.
Like, I've never heard Janet speak about anything. Like, she's had controversy after controversy she's ignored completely, but felt the need to comment on this. And then someone tries to put out an apology for her. She fires them.
That I support.
And then she's like, yeah, she'll be back whispering in the mic and y'all will be watching it.
Whispering. That's nasty, Ty.
Let's get people need to stand. We need to keep people in the lanes that they belong in. Okay. Why would anybody be asking Janet Jackson her opinion on Kamala Harris or anything in the political space? Janet Jackson, we're asking her about somebody running for president as if she votes. Furthermore,
you know Janet Jackson doesn't vote.
Janet Jackson does not vote.
Janet Jackson's not registered to vote.
Remember when Janet Jackson's
not registered to vote? Why wouldn't she be registered to vote?
Jackson's not in America. She's not registered to vote. She don't even come on. And furthermore, this lady's brother died last week, and y'all sitting here talking to her about Kamala Harris. You know why she said she hasn't watched TV this week? Because she was too busy burying her brother. And what are we doing here?
I like that red pen, by the way, Dex. It looks like you're actually working.
When I have this red pen, this like something about to go off. This lady just buried her brother, and we're sitting here asking, what color do you think Kamala Harris is? This is the country that we're living in right now. This is a problem.
Well, she wasn't asked that. She was asked, for the record, the question that she was asked in the interview was, how does it feel to have a black woman running for president? And then she said, well, I don't know if she's black.
What does that have to do with me?
She was having an interview. Why was she giving an interview if her brother died?
Bro,
what do you mean?
First off, if I am sitting here and I'm Janet Jackson and you know I don't vote, why are you asking me?
You don't know. What do you mean you don't? You know I don't vote.
You know I don't vote. talk to me about my music. Ask me how Jermaine Dupri
Okay, but she's also
lost
a
me.
black woman in America, and this for the first time ever, a
So
black
every
woman
time you
is
talk to
running
black
for.
women-
Well, not for the first time ever. The black woman is actually a primary candidate, I should say,
Yeah.
for president.
So every time you sit down with a black woman, you're gonna say to her, so how does it feel to know a black woman is running for president of the United States? Mary J. Blige sits in front of you. You're like, Mary, how does
I
it feel?
guarantee they would have asked the exact same
Well,
question.
that's
to Mary J. Blige.
stupid. You got to come up with better questions than that. When Hillary Clinton was running, you think they set Lindsay Lohan down and said, Lindsay, how does it feel to know?
Drew Barrymore was right there, front row, answering these same questions. Like, don't.
But I'm
act like
just
you are.
saying, like, just because it's a woman and she's black, you don't ask a question like that. That is stupid.
Do you think she needs to enter an apology into the record?
For
just
what?
once for all, or at least a statement?
For not knowing?
Yes, or not even not knowing, but for like
Jason,
disseminating false
let me just say this.
information.
Let me
Like,
just say
it's
this.
not like she
What-
didn't know. She didn't say, I don't know. She actually gave a statement.
Yeah. And what she read was the statement. Like, what do you, so I have to issue another statement on top of a statement because y'all are upset? Kiss my.
Well, she didn't read the statement because the statement wasn't given by her. It
I
was given
said,
by
but
her.
I'm no, not that statement. I'm talking about when she actually said what she said. When she said, I heard she was
Well, now
white.
she knows it's misinformation.
You told me that during the interview, and I still didn't know that information. I didn't know that.
You told me that during the interview.
You told me while we were talking. You
Thank
told
you.
me that I was
She
wrong.
said no comment. That's all she had to say.
I had a comment though, and I made it.
Yeah, but it was incorrect. Like, yes, you had a comment,
You told
but
me- you
it
told me
wasn't
the comment was
factual.
Correct, and I can only go by. I haven't watched TV. I can only go by what I know.
You haven't watched TV. Okay.
Her comment was basically allegedly, she's not
This
black.
is what I heard. The last thing they told me
So
that.
essentially, I don't feel any type of way because she's not one of us. Allegedly.
I did see this nasty tweet though that somebody said, you don't have to. It was something to the effect of, you can question Kamala Harris's if she's black or not, but I can guarantee she's blacker than Michael's kids, which I thought was very nasty.
Was very nasty. Very extremely nasty. Like, why would you say that? Because you guys have questioned that in the past as well.
And I'm not apologizing for it.
Not authorized to speak on Janet's behalf, so that's all that we got on that. So we wish her the absolute best and hope that she comes to her senses soon and she's not, you know.
I think Janet Jackson is the one who's in trouble here, but the journalist literally put that out there knowing it was misinformation and it didn't make sense. And
journalist said, I gagged. He saw the journalist. The journalist said, I was aghast. My jaw dropped.
and you still put it out there.
Of course, it's juicy as hell. Now you
It's stupid because you should have asked the question.
Got a headline.
Yeah.
Talking about it on Bro Talk.
Green.
Let's get it. Hit it and quit it. All right. Diddy, new lawsuit, breaking news. Oh, should we do the breaking news sounder? Sorry, I was drinking in the middle of that. Not to make light of a serious circumstance, but another week, another lawsuit for Diddy. This time from a woman who alleges that both he and his security guard raped her back in 2001. She claims the assault happened at Diddy's New York studio and that the incident was actually recorded on video. Now, these new allegations are coming right after the federal sex trafficking indictment that we talked about last week. The woman, Thalia Graves, says that she has been haunted by the attack for years and accuses Diddy of not only covering up the crime, but allegedly selling the footage as pornography. In light of this and the federal allegations against Diddy, his celebrity friends are starting to act like they were never that close, notably Meek Mill, who has been absolutely captivating on X as of late, offering the following: I want to hire an investigative team, $100K cash. I don't know why the cash is so important here, but $100K cash to find out every specific detail. Seems like specific and detail is overkill. We could just say detail.
You're driving that point home.
Ty, can you confirm Ty as a English savant that he did not have to say specific and a detail?
Sometimes you say specific detail, but in this case, no.
Involving lowercase Meek Mill name to quote unquote Diddy case. What is this man talking
I think when I read this like that specific detail was the last of my concerns
I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving quote unquote Meek, lowercase, anything to do with Buddy. Something not right. I guess Buddy in this sense is Diddy.
I don't understand what he's talking about. Do you?
He's confused as to why people would assume that him and Diddy are close.
Because he was hooked up on Diddy and then he keeps tweeting about Diddy.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, give me my money. I found out.
But I think this is also like Meek's way of saying like nothing, like I'm not named in the case, which like you literally never were. Like nobody named you in any of these lawsuits. Your name is not in the lawsuits. The thing with you is people just say that he likes to play with you.
The indictment, just because there's an indictment doesn't mean that he actually won't be like added to.
But I'm saying like from everything that I've read, like Meek isn't mentioned. Like he's not mentioned.
Not yet.
Yeah, but like
that's what he's trying to find out. He's trying to see if they're going to try to surprise him or something.
That's like me saying that. You know what I mean? Like that's like me saying like, tell me everything that says anything about Dexter in the Diddy case. Like nobody said anything about you being in there. So like, why would you assume that you're in there?
5 days in a week, and all 5 days indictments can be handed out. So if I was Meek, I would try to get ahead of this if I could too. At least try to.
If you feel like you are. I feel like I would only make a statement like that. You said Janet needs to apologize. He needs to apologize.
Who does he need to apologize to?
Meek.
Oh, okay.
The only speculation about Meek Mill when it comes to this Diddy stuff is on Twitter. Like that's it, and it's just people making fun of you. That's it.
I mean,
there's nobody that's like naming you in any lawsuits yet. Nobody has done it. Like literally, it is only people making fun of you on Twitter.
He's trying to make sure that Christmas is taken care of for the family. He's trying to get ahead of it.
Well, if you have 100K cash, you got it. Take care of Christmas now.
Cash.
Take care of Christmas now.
Also, like for the podcast listeners, I apologize, but can you go back to that first picture you showed during the headline? Because it looks like that man is wearing a Freako shirt.
Which one? This one?
The bodyguard. Is he wearing a Freako shirt?
Yes, he says Rico. I think that was a sign of
the F. You can't see the F, but he's wearing a Freako shirt. Lock him up too.
I thought that was a Rico shirt, signaling the charges that were coming Diddy's way.
Well, that too. Lock him on up though, because he knows something.
We wish everybody involved the absolute best of luck. Meanwhile, Soulja Boy had this to get off his chest. If Diddy ever tried me like any of these gay rappers, I would have killed his BA.
Wow.
Why do you need attention like this?
Earlier this year, Soulja Boy pictured with Diddy.
That was this year? That's hilarious.
It's almost like these people want to be mentioned in these categories with him. You want this for yourself. You like this attention.
I love the like count. Look at that.
The like count on social media stuff is starting to bother me because there's so many, especially with this Diddy stuff, because people literally will put out a lie. Like this book they just put out about Kim Porter, which is a complete lie from a guy who has never met her before, has no affiliation with her, and 1 million people liked it. And it's just like, oh, y'all. Not only did they like it, they're reading it and posting about it as if it's a fact. I don't get it.
Meek Mill and Soulja Boy have had a beef in the past. Do you think he was shading Meek Mill with this gay rappers comment?
Oh, maybe.
What was their fight over? What was their little quarrel over?
Was it Nicki Minaj or something like that?
I feel like he was trying to get ahead of this picture.
No, there's other pictures of Soulja Boy and Diddy that are like when he posted it. If you go to like the quote tweets under it and like the quote tweets with it, it's so many pictures of Diddy hugging up on Soulja Boy and stuff like that. So like you really shouldn't make a statement like that if there's pictures of this man hugging and holding on you.
Hugging and holding on you.
Holding. Usher had to do some serious damage control this weekend after all the tweets on his X account, formerly known as Twitter, were mysteriously deleted, sparking wild fan theories. Why? Well, it all happened right after Diddy's arrest on sex trafficking and abuse charges, and people know that Diddy and Usher used to live together when Usher was younger, sparking speculation. Social media immediately linked the two events, especially considering the rumors swirling around the freak-off parties. Usher, though, quickly denied any involvement, claiming his account was hacked, saying, account got hacked, and damn, y'all ran with it. See y'all tonight at the Intuit Dome. Peace. But that didn't stop fans from raising eyebrows, questioning the timing, and accusing him of covering his tracks. One comment saying, "You got hacked, and the hackers decided to delete all your tweets instead of just tweeting random stuff." Because when have hackers ever deleted tweets?
Like, they have never, and they won't ever.
Literally could have they could have made this thing say "Watch Bro Talk Live" and we could have blew up, but they decided to do nothing.
Delete, actually.
Yeah,
do actual work, like a service.
Your tweets,
a service, like something you pay people to do.
People pay for that, and they did it for free.
For free, they hacked your account and did it for free. Was Usher's explanation enough to put the rumors to bed, or is this just another example of bad celebrity damage control?
Usher's explanation was a lie, so can a lie put rumors to bed? An obvious lie and ridiculous one.
Obvious
and ridiculous. No one hacked your account, deleted all your tweets, and then gave it back to you a day later. That didn't happen.
Like, they didn't say no porn. They didn't say nothing crazy. They just said
it didn't do anything. It just deleted tweets.
Like, I would have been like nobody posted any like random porn, like random.
Right. That's what people do when they hack your account.
You know when someone's Twitter gets hacked.
No, and then they get back to you the same day. Hours later, like, just playing here, take it back.
You got it.
I
Okay. Well, we wish Usher the absolute best and hope that he doesn't get any mail filed his way in the coming weeks from the federal government.
Maybe his rep hacked him and deleted tweets like Janet's did. Maybe he needs to fire his rep too.
Like Shannon Sharps did.
The fact that he ran with, damn, y'all ran with it. So you're blaming us for this. Like, this is our problem, despite you being in the news every single day, and you know why you're in the news now too. Make that make sense.
He been on a little media tour too, trying to cover it up with all these tours and
I have a conspiracy theory about Usher that we have to address it one of these days.
Just one of these days, not today though.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of long, but I think that I was talking to some people about this and they told me that I was crazy, but I really think that like Usher's resurgence of fame is connected to this stuff some type of way, because like Usher was dead in the water and now he's like the hottest ticket in town. Like, nobody was checking for Usher 2-3 years ago, and now like Usher is the biggest star.
Not only was no one checking for Usher, but respectfully, he had that whole lawsuit with that girl that claimed that she gave herpes and all this other stuff.
Now it's like that stuff never happened.
Yeah, forgotten.
And then now all of a sudden this stuff starts to happen like this. Like, Usher got the Super Bowl and you're not even beefing with Drake. So how did you get the Super Bowl?
Q&A time.
I got a question. I got a question.
Listen, respectfully, there's a lot of wisdom on this show. And we take this time during our show to share that wisdom with you. So, Jason, please begin with our first question so we can help our viewers here.
Read the topic for me.
What can Brown do for you? My roommate ruined my 3.5K mattress. Ooh, I don't even think I want to read this. It sounds a little odd.
It's real spicy.
Yeah. So my roommate, let's call him Darian, and I already have a pretty tense relationship. He constantly disrespects my stuff, uses my things without asking, leaves dishes soaking for days, and has helped himself to my expensive alcohol more times than I can count. I've told him repeatedly to respect my belongings, but he just doesn't get it.
Yeah, that's Sir Davis. That's what it's called.
He drinking that Patron.
Patron. Fast forward to this past weekend. I am out of town for a work event, and Darian tells me he might have some friends or lovers crash at our place. I say it's fine. When I come back, I notice my bed looks weird. I pull back the sheets, and the smell hits me. That's a nasty brown stain on my bed sheets and my $3,500 mattress. It was a good mattress. I completely lose it. I confront Darian and he just brushes it off, saying it was his friends and they didn't know. I tell him he's responsible since they were his guests and I want him to cover the cost of the mattress. He says he'll pay for the sheets but refuses to pay for the mattress, claiming he can clean it and that is too expensive to replace.
Dex's jaw just dropped.
Here's where it gets messy. I threatened to go to the small claims court if he doesn't pay up. And Darian accuses me of being homophobic, saying I wouldn't react this way if a straight couple had done it. But my point is, if anyone left poop stains on my bed, I wouldn't want to sleep in it again. I think I'm done with this. But my mattress has special cooling tech. Would ruin it.
Tech.
I overreacting here for wanting him to replace the mattress, or should I take him to court? What say you, bro talk wisdom?
They are going to throw this thing out of court if you take it to court over some dirty bed sheets that.
Oh, it's just not dirty though. It's not dirty. Like that bottle of Patron that he was drinking.
That's Sir Davis.
Yeah, beat him with it. Because what the hell? And then, to be honest with you, like I would have been pissed just in general that it happened, but I think I would have had to like hurt you when you say you'll clean it up. Because not only are you disrespectful, but you're dirty. Like you're why would you clean up somebody else's? What are you doing?
And like if someone tells you like I want a new mattress, like you are already on the mattress.
You're going to clean that mattress up. You acknowledge that you
no, Dex, it's not like clean it up. Like come on. If someone pooped on your bed, do you think
you're going to get a new mattress? It's not just cleaning it up. Like
Okay,
you've acknowledged that you did this. Like it's what are we talking about? There's no conversation. And then furthermore, for me to have to come to you, my mattress should have been outside at the door. Like, why is this in the house? My new mattress should be in the house already. And you sitting here asking him questions, letting him call you homophobic and writing us. You need to whoop his ass. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I feel like that's.
I don't understand that. Like, you let your friends come over and fucking your roommate's bed.
Well, he didn't know they were doing that. He just said, "Can I have some friends over?"
Again, you knew they weren't in the living room in the vicinity that y'all was supposed to be in.
Well, okay, so if you had a roommate and he asked, "Can I have friends over?" Would you just automatically assume that they're going to have sex with whatever friends they're going to have over? No.
What I'm saying is, if I have a roommate if I have a roommate and like they leave and they like, and I know I'm going to have company, I'm watching my company. Like I'm not letting anybody go in his room and have sex on his bed.
Oh,
like,
you're saying, okay, so you're mad at the person. I got you. The actual roommate. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, the roommate. I mean, he's totally at fault. He needs to pay for this mattress.
100%.
Like it's not homophobic.
Now, would you go on Judge Judy with this, or is this something you would just try to keep?
I can never go on TV with this. Like this has to be something that like nobody knows that I'm dealing with.
You're a local, like, you're a local small claims court. Okay.
I got Judge whoop his ass.
Yeah, like we have to jump him too. Like you
gotta jump him.
And truthfully, after you sip my Patron, though, like that's really when we would have had issues. We wouldn't even gotten this far.
Patron didn't even.
Yeah, to be honest with you, we wouldn't have gotten this far because you let a lot of stuff slide, and he just got egregious with it. This man has cost you thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
3,000.
No, plus his Patron.
Plus the Patron.
And you know he's late
$540.
Nobody that ignorant pays rent on time, so you know he's late with the rent.
You know he's not paying rent on time.
Probably covering the rent a couple months. Like I'm still waiting for you to pay me back. You're a bitch.
You don't know that, man. For more questions, hit us at brotalklive.com.
But wait, can I just say something real quick though?
Yeah.
If you guys have questions like this, don't write us.
Stop it. No, we want all your questions. We take them all.
We want all the questions.
That's it.
So press record and let you feel me.
Glad we're done with that question. All right, the category for this week is drastic.
You hungry?
What's wrong?
You hungry?
Starving. The contestants this week: dumpster diving, custom paint, scary ass, and 8.5. All right, you ready?
I already know C's gonna win for me.
Dumpster diving. Here we go. Number uno. That chin caught it. It's the chin. Like, look at it one more time. That head snap back.
I can't say stuff like that.
You think they ain't got no more teeth?
Keep going.
Whole bottoms, yeah.
Just all that. Just all
that jaw all like mangled.
You know he bit it. You know he bit his tongue too.
Oh, you know he bit that tongue. That tongue is gone. That tongue is severed off.
And he got a little neck act, a little whiplash in there too.
But you know what makes me mad about this though? The person recording it. So like, what was the conversation prior to this person starting to record that?
I guess they thought they were just gonna be able to jump on top and bounce off.
Why would they think that?
Or maybe somehow they got stuck on the roof and they needed a way down, so they said, "Okay, I could jump on this and get."
I have Dexter. He got locked behind that gate.
Sounds about right. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do that dumpster dive for Dexter does it next week.
Do you think there was any residue on the edge of that dumpster that their face hit?
You think that mattress was a problem? What that mattress laid in that dumpster?
Just roll it out for trash pickup in the morning.
You're mangled in that dumpster, like knocked out. Like you're not. Like someone has to call there and get you.
The next one's called custom paint. All right.
Oh, no. This is total. I'm not getting nobody in here. Jesus Christ. Good luck to him.
Wow.
People gotta stop thinking stuff like that is okay.
But you know, to be honest with you, though, that only affects poor people. And if you're driving a truck like that, you're not really that poor. Like women think when they tear your car up and flatten your tires and bust your windows out and all that stuff like that, it's just a car. I'm gonna take it to the shop and get it fixed. And I'm gonna keep cheating on you. Like, what am I doing? Only poor guys get upset about that. Guys with money be like, oh, okay.
What they be doing next?
They go, okay.
That's right.
And they be thinking they be doing some die flat. No, it's tires. Okay.
I bust the windows out your car.
Okay.
Call out of work and keep cheating because I'm at home because I can't drive to work for a couple of days.
He's going to go to the repair shop and cheat on you with somebody at the repair shop. Like, he's going to keep cheating on you. Like, stop doing it.
That's terrible. Terrible role models. All right, next one's called scary ass. And I want to make a point. What happened to the word scaredy or scaredy pants? It's scaredy cat. The scaredy has now turned to scary.
Yeah.
For some reason. And I think it's hilarious because calling someone scary because they're scared of something, I think it's just ridiculous. But this one's called scary ass in honor of that.
You okay? Are you okay? Oh my goodness. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Oh, come on, he's just a little scared. What happened?
I told you I was gonna like this. I knew it. My favorite part. That dog knew what he was doing.
But I think it looked like he jumped at the dog first. Not going crazy.
He looked at the dog to make sure the dog wasn't going to do nothing to him.
No, hold on. Look at it. It looked like he went like this for a little bit at the dog. Look at it real quick. Look.
You okay? Are you okay? Oh my goodness. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Oh.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did. He didn't do nothing.
That's a big ass dog.
Did you see the baby at the end walk up on the dog? That's the situation where people be like, why are you running from that dog? Look at the baby, ain't even running from him.
I'm sorry, you got to pay me because he busted that knee up.
He's only one of them cues.
You okay? Are you okay? Oh my goodness.
That's how I be at them parties at Lincoln when them two dogs be coming out of nowhere. They just be barking. That's how I feel.
I had that big behind dog in that establishment.
It's a vet. He's delivering his little FedEx packages of medicine, and his ass had to walk through the lobby to deliver the medicine. That's his fault. He should have went through the back.
Laughing at him.
Yeah, woo! That dog's voice was deep.
Oh man, I'm crying.
That was scared the crap out of me too. But I would have to sue that man.
And last but not least, Dex is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't want to see this. I know what this one is. I'm going to get my drink while this is
with Jamie Foxx.
Finger on the trigger, that's that uptown
living high to the sky, no diving for fishes. Puffin, doing donuts in the land.
Stay up, stay up. Show a little balance right there. Hey, that's pretty good right there. He showed balance. 5'9.5", 210. 5'9", 210. 441. Okay. 9 3-inch head. 8.5-inch dick.
8.5-inch what? Excuse me?
What?
I didn't hear it.
Excuse me? I bet you didn't, Dex. You left.
Now look, when I saw that video, I was like this. I had this hat on. I was like this. I was like, ooh.
9 3/4-inch head and 8.5-inch. Wow. That's how we're scouting them now. Okay. Owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Another questionable set of comments by Jerry Jones.
Also, like Jamie Foxx, like
Drastic.
what are we doing?
I know he posted it. Like, what's going on? I feel like that's something you just have in your phone. You shouldn't be posting stuff like that. Like,
Not at all.
This man clearly has like old age syndrome. So you just need to I mean, I understand, but it's a little weird. Which one's going to the Bro Talk Awards? Dumpster diving, custom paint, scary ass, or 8.5?
Well, 8.5 was pretty drastic, actually.
Very drastic.
He said that.
I feel like scary ass though. He jumped off his foot.
Please put that in there.
We can go with C.
Scary ass. Okay. You don't want 8.5 though?
I do not want to ever see that again.
You don't want anything to do with 8.5?
Or Jamie Foxx.
I also don't ever want to see A again. I hate stuff like
that. Oh, A. That one.
The more you play, the more I'm like, this hurts me to feel this. Like my mouth is like, this hurts.
All right. Well, we wish him the absolute best. Moving on to the Bro Talk Live Award.
Okay.
Why he do the crawl? He tried to crawl on his forearms like he was trying to get out of Dodge. All right. Dex, we ready? Let's do it.
And here we go.
That's a dozen, you know I'm the man. Trying out the favors, sticking with the plan. Gonna take you on a journey, show you how it's done. Dex is in the house, let's have some fun.
Did you just take shots or something before?
No, I said it.
Oh, I saw you drink it like throwing something back. I didn't know.
I needed to clear my water cup.
Oh, okay.
So this week on Dexter Does It, this has been going viral. This Coca-Cola, it's the Oreo Coca-Cola with 0 sugar in it.
Oreo.
So see how this is. Yeah, and I've been seeing it.
Nothing natural.
Well, can't be natural. It's just weird though, because how is Oreos in this or Oreo flavor, but there's no sugar? That doesn't make sense to me.
Bioengineering.
So let's see.
Did you get the Oreos that I asked you to?
No, because I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to put Oreos in a soda. That's disgusting.
What do you mean you have to dip it, Dex? Come on. You got to get the full experience. You don't have any Oreos in the house? You don't have to keep Oreos around?
No, I do not keep it smells good.
Okay, describe the smell for us.
It smells like Oreos.
And Coke?
No, just Oreos.
Cocaine?
You know what? It kind of smells like, you remember vanilla Coke?
Yeah, vanilla Coke. So it's like chocolate Coke?
Yeah, but this is...
Ew, you seem like you're really enjoying it. Like you're having
you're about to have an orgasm with that.
Like light.
I don't like seeing you in this light.
Okay, let's
nice
see.
nose, nice legs.
No, he's shaking like a sommelier. Drinking wine. Okay. So does it have chunks of Oreo in there?
No chunks of Oreo, but it has like this. You know what it tastes like? It literally tastes like if you had an Oreo and you dropped it inside of a Coke and you let it sit for a couple minutes. That's what I wanted
you to try to do.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
It's not good.
So it's not gonna be,
do you taste any of the cream? Why would you laugh?
Do they have a full sugar version of that?
I didn't see it. I don't think so. They don't. You don't taste cream. You just taste the Oreo.
They didn't cream you good.
No cream. Didn't get cream.
This is not good.
Okay, so one more time. All right. So what I want you to do is next time take a sip, and I want you to like go up like mouthwash. I want to see if the foam makes it taste like cream.
That shit gonna melt the back of your teeth.
You like mouthwash? Already do the mouthwash. There you go. It's going to explode.
With them back teeth missing.
It's going to explode.
No, it actually doesn't taste like anything.
Oh, frothy.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. 0 out of 10?
0 out of 10. Look, it's a Coke Zero because they know 0 out of 10.
All right. All right. For more recommendations for Dex to do, hit us up, Bro Talk Live on TikTok or Instagram as well. All right. We don't have seats for tonight because Dex did Dexter Does It. Dex, thank you guys. Thank you for risking your life and paralysis and all that diabetes related healthcare issues that you're going to have from this. Thank you in advance. We wish Bill the absolute best. Do you guys have any shout outs to give?
Look, just shout out to everybody who's been watching and commenting on social media. We really appreciate it. And shout out to our followers on TikTok. TikTok is growing. We really appreciate it. And we just hope to continue to post more and give you guys more entertainment.
Absolutely. Shout out to Simply Deep 1985. Thanks for joining us tonight, first time. And shout out to all the regulars. We really appreciate y'all. Shakima, Latoya, Eric, my brother Darren. We really appreciate all y'all tonight for hopping in the comments. For Dex, for Ty, and for Bill, who is still with us. This has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. We will see you guys next week. We out.